Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is showtime. Hi guys, I'm back. Aren't you lucky? It's funnier when you do it with a beer. I don't have a beer. Sad to say. Login reward available. Alrighty. I have new mail. VIP bonus. New mail is right, the bingo boffin. Open silver present for free. Well, that'll be some cash. A gold. Very nice. And open a gold present for free. Figments of Splendor. I'm splendiferous. Good. Morning by 1 minute for me. And afternoon or potentially even evening for you. Hi guys, how you doing? You're all looking well. I was coming over here to do a couple of crafting missions. Minor metalsmithing and woodworking. Actually, I don't think I actually have any of the bits I need. For that, I don't think I have any of the scholar's lore. Scholar, apprentice, research, early third age relics. Crafting lore. Yeah, I don't have any of the bits or pieces yet. Early third age relics, but I can make early third age relics, but I can make 3 of them, but that'll use up all of my researching stuff. I need 2 of them. I need 1 more to be able to finish that, but we can do the other crafting thing. A glittering copper necklace. Jeweler. Gemstones. Jewelry. Maybe we can't actually do a glittering copper necklace. We don't have the rights to that yet. We can just make a regular copper, and that's not the thing we're looking for. Okay, so the crafty stuff will wait. Welcome to your Friday. If it's the evening time, presumably you are actually at your weekend. If it's still the morning, hey, why aren't you at work? Just kidding. I did a quick check to see if anyone was selling light hides yet yesterday.
What do you want?
They are now selling for significant chunks of money. I have like 25 of them or something. I'll undercut everyone because that's just the way I am. Where are my hides? Hides. There. 35 hides. Currently, 10 is for gold. Let's see, that's 25 or 5 silver each. 22 for 250 silvers. No one's buying them yet. We'll hold on to them for now. Perhaps I'll make another character. Perhaps I'll have a friend who'll be playing and I can just give them to him or her. I have already... This is my 4th game I have played today. I've been awake a little over 2.5 hours. While doing my regular morning interneting and eating my first meal of the day, I had a little match 3 game I play. Not a good game by any means.
Well met.
Well met. Noglon, Gondaman, I guess, as close as we can get. That was first. I logged on to PoE for just long enough to get my ships. My boats come in. This is the 4th, and the 3rd, I can't tell you. It's a beta, and I am on under an NDA. I don't think I'm the target audience for it, as the visuals are a little bit young. Cartoony, brightly colored, maybe intended for mobile, but I don't think so because it's on PC. Looks like it would play better with controller, but I don't have one and I'm bad with controller. It's a 2-stick, and I haven't had any real problems with it yet, but I'm not good at 2 sticks anymore. I mean, I was back on the old Sega Genesis day, but this ain't that. But I'll continue to play. It certainly looks it is professionally made. Plays like it's professionally made. Like I said, the voice work and animation style is a little bit young for me. I'm not sure it's actually how I would describe it, what it's supposed to be. I only played sort of the introduction. And at some point I had signed up for beta tests from this company, but I'd forgotten about it. So when I first got the beta invite, I was going, what game? What game? And I'm still going, what game? Because I don't think it's actually, I don't think I signed up as beta for the game. I think I signed up as a beta for the company. And they're making multiple games, or they're acting as a potentially as a publisher and a development. I'm not sure exactly. Anyway, so I don't know exactly how to describe this game, even if I wasn't under NDA, because I don't know exactly what all is involved. I expect there's going to be a good deal of crafting and gathering, sort of base building, but also, at least in the start, has a large combat component. We are going to dismount, and we're going to get the rich copper deposit for freaking sure. And we are now back, heading off to the hunting lodge. So I got up early enough and got all of my requirements, early morning requirements done early enough that I thought I can get in a couple hours of early LotRO time. I have been enjoying the class I'm playing in PoE. I have a very nice weapon now, like 720 DPS, which doesn't sound like a lot, but right now, while he is attempting to construct the perfect weapon, I was watching Angmar, one of the very best players in the world, and he's using one that only has like 60 or 80 more DPS. Mind you, he keeps crafting over one that has 12 or 1300 because he's trying to make a perfect one. Where am I going? Which one is that? That's the bears, right? Yeah. The abandoned bear den. Sometimes you just gotta beat up a bird, you know? Oh, I have to defeat Hendervale. 6. Wait, didn't I just beat one up? Ah. That's a bear. I don't want to beat up a nice little bear. I want to beat up evil birds. Punches. It is such a nice meaty sound. A nice piece of sound engineering on that one. The thump, 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 thump. Sounds like you're really smacking the living hell out of something. Oh, and elves running around shooting everything with their arrows. Fine, I'll beat up this dour hand. Don't you shoot my hand, punk. Elves. Elves and their bows. Oh, look at me. I can attack things from far away while you're trying to get close. Bring the lynx cub to Thrasy. Oh, shadowy wraith. Time to run. Time to run very fast. As he's peeled off a third of my health with 2 hits. And he's following. I can't even begin to guess the number of people who lost their much sought after Undying titles by getting
Greetings,
unexpectedly
traveler. Greetings, traveler.
attacked by the
Will
little
you stay a
shitbags.
moment?
Alright, this is Hungry Mouths to feed. Find a rabbit carcass. Ew. They've got traps set around. At least I think that's what it is, right? Or I can just beat up some more Hendravel. Oh, he's back again. No. Thank you, no. He's chasing me again. Why? I must run like the wind. Ow. Anyone want to help with this? Guys? Guys? Useless elves sitting on your goddamned horses doing nothing. He's still over there, being shadowy and wraith-like. I'm assuming at a certain point you'll have enough power where you can take them on with some reasonable hope of success. I currently do not have that level of power where I can reasonably hope for success. I barely managed to succeed in the instance space when I got one. Which, frankly, as a friend said, that's got to be a bug. If not, the number of unhappy people is going to be boundless and limitless. As I had to let the NPC tank for, about a minute as his health started to get low before I attacked. And the thing still almost killed me. Blocking instances with those guys is not a friendly choice. Now, granted, we're VIPs. Theoretically, we should know what we're doing. Wow, I can't find a rabbit to quite literally save my life. Wabbit? Wabbit, please. Wabbit? It doesn't have to be Wascoey. Wascoey optional. I mean, certainly Wascoey would be nice. It would be an upgrade. You see, I'm not sure if these respawns are rechecking or if it's the exact same trap, therefore it can't have a rabbit this time or not. Rich copper deposit. Can't say no, won't say no. Oh, he's back. Or I'm within the circle of his anger and despair. We have Wraith Sign. Wraith Sign is gone. We had this trap earlier. So far, it seems like any given trap, whether it's respawned or not, may or may not have the rabbit, but it's not going to have it the second time you look if it didn't have it the first. But that's guesswork on my part. It does seem like he spawns, that the wraiths spawn only when you're... I collect a rabbit from the trap. Only when you're... when you engage in combat. So you whack something bad and up pops the bad man. Hi, Thrassie.
Well met, friend.
Collect
Welcome.
sharp thistle
Come at a
plants.
most fortuitous time.
To make thistle mead. Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make ale out of thistles. Oh, somebody's fighting. Shadowy Wraith, I'm going to try and help. I helped. I got 2 more tattered shadows, which are the bits we need. They're the currency for the event. I'm not sure about what the rewards are. I haven't seen anything about that yet. Did I get there in time or not? I did. I don't know if those are shared spawns or open taps. Looks like, since I'm in the right area, it looks like they may be shared spawns. Which is not good. Any game that has shared spawns is going to be frustrating at the start of a new server, for sure. Kazad, I menu. Wraith showed up in Rothrungroth story instance. That person's swearing. Yeah, I had one show up yesterday in my instance, too. It's bullshit. Especially in the instance I was in, because I had to keep the guy alive. I'm supposed to keep Landalas or something like that alive. I think they have overtuned the race slightly at low levels. I will go out on a limb and say. Probably should mount. Since I'm looking for thistles, I can do that faster riding around. We're about to hit the end of the area where thistles are supposed to be. Check up here, although I do not expect them there. Oh, thistle respawn. Can I harvest it again? Nope. Oh, LotRO. Hey Z, how you doing? Looking for what, 2 more, I think? Yes, 2 more. Happy Friday. I hope your weekend has begun. If not, get to work. I need one more. Oh, there it is. The last of the sharp thistles I need. And back to Thrassi. Shadow Wraiths in story quests is a sin. Swear word. I have to agree with that. I barely survived mine. Actually, I didn't survive it the first time.
I am at your service. Come and stay a moment, friend.
Feed the thistle thread to the mother lynx. Here you are, Mom. Meow. Alright. She killed the Hendrival, I think. Lynx mother, good girl. Ah, that's a good girl. Okay.
Well met, friend.
Alright. Next up. Looks like we're heading towards Keladul. Brothers. Another Brother's Sorrow is the next quest. There's quest 5 guide focus and we're off. Interesting. Is he gonna... I did not get the little chirp that I was getting yesterday when other players were killing local mobs. Maybe that was a bug they fixed? Another instance bricked because of the Wraith. Yep, well, I feel their pain. I had it yesterday. I was unamused.
Well met, friend. Welcome.
Defeat Dourhams at Keladul.
Fortuitous time.
Svanra?
Greetings, traveler.
We are prepared. Let us go. Well, we'll see if I get unlucky and get a Wraith in the instant.
Dourhand encampment to a ship preparing to depart for an unknown port.
I have to rescue Abrathon.
His rescue is paramount to maintaining peace in Ered Luin.
I have defeated... Oh, there's the Wraith. Right on schedule. Okay, Wraith, attack him, not me. If this is intended, man, people are going to end up... I mean, I don't like it. People are complaining about it, but people are going to rage quit over this. Seriously, I'm dead. Right now. Boom. One more shadow ball from the Shadow Wraith. And I'm dead. The problem is, okay, they've added... These are new servers. And they're using the new server architecture, so that part of it seems to be going great, actually. But part of the feature set they've added... Feature set... is occasional spawns of wraiths in the world. It's called the Veil of the Nine, the event is. I believe. No, the tinking sound is still going on. But they're way overtuned. One person, you know, they scale to your level, I believe. And one person alone... at this level anyway, has no chance. Now, in the open world, you can run and kite and try and drag the mob to other players, that kind of thing. But in an instance, you can't do that, and they're spawning in the instances. which means you can't finish quests. So, assuming he's back in here again, and he is, and I can't sneak by him, and I don't think I'll be able to. Nope, he has spotted me. Whoop! Missed me. I stand no chance of finishing this instance. None. Unless I can kite him far enough that he de-aggros. He's still coming. He's still coming. I've discovered the Keladul docks. I'm going to go swimming. So that's the issue. Basically, vast amounts of the game content become unfixable, undoable. Have I lost him? I don't know yet. I'm still showing the fear effect of him, the frightening presence. Nope, there he is. Nope, no, that's 2 of the dwarves. 3 of the dwarves. And the wraith. There they are. 3 dwarves and a wraith. But the wraith is going to kill me before I can get away. There's 4 dwarves and a wraith. So I don't know. If it's intentional, they're wanting people to, first of all, to not get the Undying, which I'm already well past. I won't be getting the Undying title. Huh. Pardon me, getting killed. Pardon me. Don't mind me. About to die. Again. I assume I actually have to escort this guy out. That just talking to him probably isn't sufficient, but I'm gonna try. Aberthal.
Praise Elbereth, one who might be
I don't think I'm getting away, guys. So, it's unmanageable. If they're showing up in the instance, you're fucked. I would say getting a second player is probably not sufficient. You would probably need a third. But I can kill more dour hands for a quest. So that's the question right now. Is it intentional? Do they want to make it so difficult that you cannot do a lot of the instanced content without friends? If so, I think that's a terrible blunder, because that's just going to make people stop playing. Or is it a bug, in which case they better fix it, because everyone's going to rage quit and stop playing? You may notice there's sort of a correlation in those two things, in that it's bad. I didn't check. I don't think I actually checked today the Reddit for it to see what state it was in. And another problem is they basically don't spawn until you whack something. It's like, if I whack this guy, there's a chance it's going to spawn. I don't know what the chance is. Alright, in this case, it's not going to spawn. That seems to be the only time they spawn, is when you have whacked something. I do not lack the fucking proper training. What the shit are you talking about? Apprentice. Really? That's not Apprentice? That's Journeyman? In the first freaking map? Alright. Oh, he's got a sheet. He's running from a Shadow Wraith. His is higher level than mine. He ran past me, fortunately. If he aggroes on me, I'm obviously dead because he's higher level. So he's not just, you know, my level and way too powerful for me. He's 3 levels higher. Also, as part of this, and I think it's kind of nifty, occasionally one of the 9 Nazgul will spawn as a world boss, which is kind of cool. What is not kind of cool is getting the living shit beaten out of you by a mob you stand no chance against in the instances. That's not cool. Or at the very least, that's less cool. Oh, I didn't see you there. Hello. So, how much of this is, oops, intentional, and how much isn't, we don't know. At least not yet. Looks like all of the boxes are in the other part of Keladul here. I mean, over the last, I don't know, 15 years probably of the game, people have generally been, you know, cautious to try and get the Undying title, which you get at level 20. Well, that won't be going on this time, boys and girls. Not a lot of people are going to be getting it now. I lost it at level 11 the second time I ran into a Wraith. I ran the first time, and the second time I decided to try and take it on. That was an error in judgment. Tactically a mistake. But since then, I've died 3 or 4 times to him. Because basically, there's no way not to. Wraith spawning in epic book quests is just wrong. Are they maybe going to fix this? Whenever a Wraith spawns, I get it low enough and the NPC will finish it while you run back to the instance after dying. Yeah, for me, that was the problem on the first time it popped up in the instance. I died and ran back just in time for the NPC I was supposed to keep alive to die while the thing was on a sliver of health. So if I'd gotten back just 8 or 10 seconds earlier, it'd have been fine. I have the treasure boxes now. What am I missing in Keladul? What am I missing? Talk. Collect the stolen bow? Is the remarkable bow? Remarkable bow is in here somewhere too, so I need that. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. Pardon me, sir. Have you heard the good word from our Lord and Savior Fist? Is this where the bow is? Has we got us a bow? No, that's not where the bow is. It's in here somewhere. Hi, stout dour hand. This chest, I think, is just loot. No, that's the missing fourth gear. Okay. I still can't open that. Right. The thing we're looking for now is the damn bow. Where is your stupid bow? His bow was stolen at sword point by a dour hand named Starcath and his minions. So do I have to find Starcath and then kill him? I don't know. Or is it on one of his minions? Do I have it in the questy bag? No. That was worth checking. I completed another deed. Scouting the Dour Hands. Another 5 LotRO points. Oh, God. My wealth is boundless. I'm also cooler than you guys. Got to be clear about that. You know, keep you guys in line. I think I'm looking for Starcath. Well, I'm assuming spawned somewhere over here, because... Oh, that's... We've got Wraith Sign again. There's one. Level 16, so yeah, that's not my Wraith. That's somebody else's Wraith. Too big for me. Well, the ones my level would be too big for me. The ones 3 levels higher, well, they've got chunks of guys tougher than me in their stool. I'm assuming we get a Starcath around here somewhere as a respawn. But I'm assuming it with no actual basis in fact. Got two. Two incoming. Hello, friend. Eat fist. I have word for you, too, sir. The word is multiple fists. Many fists. Handle it. Ooh, he couldn't handle it, it turned out. Well, that's an armsman. We have an armsman and a stout dour hand. That commander. He's the one we want. At least I expect that's the case. I have completed Enmity of the Dour Hands. Did I get the bow? Did I get the bow? Doesn't look like it. Don't know what I'm supposed to be doing for the bow. Another 5 LotRO points. I think we're going to have to abandon that one. So we'll fight our way out. Because no right-thinking dwarf ever turned away from an opportunity to kill some Dour Hands. That's another level. I'm now level 14. Don't see the damn bow anywhere. There's Arlen, another elf. Stupid elves. I mean, normally it's kind of in like the center of the white area. It might be outside. Maybe is it outside of the walls? I'm not sure. It may have been. I may be remembering now that it's actually outside of the walls. So we'll try that. Oh. Oh. War Master, at least he's not using a freaking bow, you know? The bow users, I tell you. Did he aggro? He did not. There's Ahoy. Is the bow outside the wall? Have I killed dozens of Dour Hands for no good cause? Other than, well, they're Dour Hands, so they do suck. Maybe not? My memory was that maybe they were there, but it doesn't appear that they're there. Sadly, I have tried for no avail. That quest is to go unfinished, as I do not recall what I have to do, and wandering around in the area I'm supposed to do it didn't seem to do anything. One of the 9 has been spawned.
At your service and your families.
Maybe my instances has reset. I'll try it one more time. I'll die one more time. Worst case, if I die, I just get sent back. Alright. The instance has reset. We'll see if we get an unfriendly friend to show up. Well, not immediately. Whereas previously when I came in to do this quest, that is exactly what did happen. The Wraith spawned when I attacked the very first mob, which was not a desirable result, I have to say. Wasn't pleased with that. We're trying to rescue Averthor, I think his name is. Elves, man. What kind of self-respecting elf gets captured by evil dwarves? Not just dwarves. Evil dwarves. You know, a good dwarf capturing them, you can go, well, okay, well, that's a kind of a badass dwarf there who captured me. But they're evil. They're just not very good at being evil. That's their problem. Hi, Aberthal.
Praise Elbereth, one who might.
I will defend you. I'll defend you, Aberthal, you loser. It's Captain Voland. How about fists for Captain Voland? I have successfully defended Aberthal. Victory is ours.
The shadow has risen.
We must hurry. Wow, well that was way easier when I'm not being chased by a wraith.
How can I be of service?
Who would
Could I
have
speak
thought
with
it?
you a
Talk
moment?
to Ingolfir outside Raftarag. Uh-huh. Ingolfir outside Raftarag. That's there. So we're back to Gondaman, I think. That's the one we can't finish. The Remarkable Bow. We will remove the Remarkable Bow from the tracker, so it does not torment me any longer.
Greetings, traveler.
Take me to Gondaman, please. I'm going. I'm Gondaman. I forgot to tidy up my bags before starting the stream. It's not like they look like, oh my god, what a clusterfuck. Okay, they do look like a clusterfuck. But those can be used for tasks. Well, where's the task board in Arid Luin, then? I don't recall. Is there one at Gondaman? I hope so. Arid Luin, the Blue Mountains, I believe. If memory serves correctly. They added, a couple of years back, they added Yondershire, which is another sort of hobbity area. You might think of it as the Far Shire. Where previously you would journey from the northwest corner of the Shire, you would journey to Arid Luin. They now put an entire map in between, as it was one of the few places where basically there was no continual map. And it's very, very hobbity. Those who like the hobbit crafting, I definitely would suggest it.
I am at your service.
We'll repair. We have no repairs to make. Those are potentially usable. Can't use that. That thing's worth of gold. I'm rich. I'm filthy. Okay, well, I was filthy before. Now I'm filthy and rich. I got some silver. We have lots of broken daggers. We have a quest to turn in here somewhere. Up there. The plundered
What
port.
do you need?
It's medium armor. I'd give up a little bit. That is light armor, I assume. Yes, it is. The medium armor's fine. It has Vit instead of Might, so that's actually slightly better. And we have a new armband giving us 2 Might. We're mighty.
Will you stay
Talk to
and
Mayor
speak
Graham
with me a moment?
Tenderlach in Bree. I am looking for the task board. Yep, there's the pink. The ping is still back. I don't know what causes the ping. Broken daggers. I think I've got those. Right? Do I not have? I have 30 broken daggers. That's broken sword sheaths. I have 10 of those. I do. Okay, we'll accept that. We'll accept the broken daggers. And, geez, we got a lot of broken daggers. And a lot of broken sword sheaths. So, we will... Where's the... Who do we turn these into? Is it Tindar? No. Why is there no box underneath? Who are we supposed to turn the freaking tasks into? Dory. Alright, where the bleep is Dory? Was he up here? He's not up here, it turns out. Alright, fuck. Why do they do this? Dory's at the gate. Most of the later things, they don't have an NPC. They're simply a chest you cash it in at.
What do you want?
More Thorns Hall rep and some XP. Not much XP, I have to say.
Well met.
but a decent amount of rep. Deed bestowed. Up and comer. 2 of 100. You can cash in 5 deeds a day by default. Broken. And broken. Might have something else, but I'm not going to bother to check. I'd rather make 2 trips. Hi, Dory. 2 more, please.
What do you want? Greetings.
Pardon me? Lots and lots of those. All right, we got that taken care of.
What do you need?
Task limit reached. We have reached the number of tasks you can have. Prologue. Oh my god. Alright. Those are the crafting missions. Feathered nuisance. We can go ahead and remove. Well, it's already been removed from the tracker. That's fine. There's the milestone. I think I want the milestone to be here. Now. Had gone. But I have a quest that needs turning in back at Thorn's Hall, and sadly, I only have the one location. Hello there. Hope your Friday is going
Greetings, traveler.
awesome. Did I get another skill? I don't think I did. I got Headbutt. I've never been a fan of Headbutt. The new server has been running very, very smoothly. That's the positive. No real lag or any problems like that. As far as I can tell, they're both running smooth as silk. But there is a problem. The event they're running, the Veil of the Nine, will occasionally spawn wraiths. And the wraiths are currently overtuned, and your odds of beating them solo is just about 0. Which is fine. You can run away most of the time or try to fight it. A lot of people have lost their any hope of the Undying title because the first time they ran into a wraith, they got pwned, like me. Actually, second time. I ran away the first time because I tried to whack it and it took almost no damage, and like half of my health was gone. So that's not a problem. I mean, you can play carefully. You can play with a friend. The problem is in the instances they sometimes show up. If they show up in the instance, you're dead. Pretty much that simple. You are dead. If they were not showing up in the instances, I don't think people would be rioting about it. But certainly in chat, people are not happy with the discovery that, they're in a storyline instance and they whack a mob and a wraith shows up. I did actually want to check real fast on Reddit. LotRO, if anyone is screaming, shall we say, about the presence of the wraiths. Magical experience, legendary servers, wraiths discussion. There we are. Most fun you've had in a game in years. You're awesome for doing this. I'd like to see a decreased spawn rate, increased tattered shadow rewards. That's what you get for killing them, and removal from solo instances. There we go. You enjoy the random race spawns, keeping a runekeeper specifically because you knew you'd run into them solo and they're a challenge. Don't think you're in the minority. I love the wraiths. Jolt, great addition, especially the solo spawning needs to go. Yeah. They're definitely soloable, but it depends on class and difficulty. A warden can solo one, of course. Wardens can solo probably all 9 at once. Don't mind the spawn rates. Lots of wraiths right now because of the large amount of players. Playing solo on Fearless 8, and they one-shot you pretty much every time. Jesus Christ, did they scare the shit out of me when they started spawning. I'm surprised more people aren't complaining about the spawns in solo instances, because I think those are just inherently unfair. If it's a story instance in particular, I mean, I had one earlier that was annihilating me, because of course it was. I came back to it, I don't know, 20 minutes later, and my previous instance had closed, and the new instance that spun up, I didn't get attacked by one. I don't think they should be showing up in solo instances. Other than that, I would like to see them tuned down a little, because at least for my character, I stand no chance against them. Now, that'll probably change as my level goes up. I get better gear and stuff like that, where the scaling will kick in and things will be better, but right now they're pretty brutal. That's my only issue with it. The solo and maybe a little overtuned.
I am at your service. Greetings,
Find the missing... I
traveler.
didn't remember
Will
there
you
was a
stay
fifth
moment?
gear. The hell? It'll be a challenge to find the chest without running afoul of vile creatures. It's in the woods near Hauvlin. East of Keladul? Is there an east of Keladul? Vicious spiders. I didn't think there was an east of Keladul. So the clear positives are the servers seem to be running great. The new server architecture doesn't seem to be a problem. The Wraith event is a mixed bag. Right now, I would say overall it's a negative because of them spawning in solo instances. If they weren't spawning in solo instances, I would say it's going to be a mixed bag. Some people will like it, some people will hate it. Over time, I expect more people will like than hate. Okay, I guess that is where they're... Yeah, alright. Well, we're back to Gondaman then. No, I think we'll port to Gondaman. So that's my quick and dirty review. A 100% chance to break on this. So it does have a daze, so I mean it's not without its uses. We can at least break. We can at least interrupt. I think I've got to go for it. I've gotten the first 4 wheels. I only thought there were 3. Evidently, there's at least 5 gears, wheels, gears, and wheels spinning. See, I guess technically it's east of Keladul. I would have said north of Keladul would have been a far more accurate description. Wraith spawned on your copper. Oh, I didn't know that could happen. That's interesting. Basically, it seems like they get spawned on certain interactions. If you whack a mob, there's a chance a Wraith is going to spawn. And evidently, if you whack an ore node, there's a chance a Wraith is going to spawn. It is nice having a brand spanking new live server. That's very cool. If you're European, I would say the launch is especially good because the European server means you're no longer getting 150 to 250 ping times. You're getting 30. So I completely understand why any European players would be very enthused to try out the new server, especially if they already had VIP. I will say they probably should not have launched it on a Thursday, because if they want to change the spawning rules... Oh, where are we? Oh, there's the chest I need. If they want to change the spawning rules, that means they're going to have to be patching it on a Friday. And Friday patches, always dangerous. Everywhere eastward, if you're lost enough, that's true. Well, and assuming the world is round, which initially Middle-earth wasn't. It wasn't until Ar-Pharazôn set his foot upon... Oh boy, we gotta... Oh, that's not optimal. I'm not happy with this. Oh, more! More's better. As I was saying, before those spooters so rudely interrupted me. Arda, the world, was flat initially. And until Ar-Pharazôn the Golden, the king of Numenor, decided to break the ban and land upon the Undying Lands, which when he was annihilated and Numenor sunk beneath the waves for all time. Oops! At that point, the Undying Lands were removed from the world and the world was made round. Exactly. Fuck it. Round's your Arda. It's not like they weren't given warning, okay? I was really hoping that the Rings of Power would follow the actual story for the corruption and downfall of Numenor. And they may eventually follow it a little more closely, but they haven't been following much of anything else. So, I'm not expecting it.
Well met, friend.
Huge fucking eagle-shaped storm. Should have been a sign. Yeah, well, you know. When everyone calls you the Golden, understandably, it's possible you get a little far up your own ass. Pardon me, King the Golden. Maybe, you know, the ban of the Eldar, we just want to, ban of the Valar, sorry. We just want to pay attention to that, and how about we ask permission to drop by? Tell them we'll bring, you know, we'll bring some nice stuff. Whoops. Now entering the lowlands. My first server explosion. I can't dismount, the server is hung. So, now, has the server hung? Or is my client hung? I'm thinking we may have lost the server because I'm not even seeing server chat. Now, normally in the past... Oh, nope, server chat's still live. So, the chat server is still running just fine. It hasn't been unlikely that it would happen in the old client. This would happen, you'd freeze up for as long as like a minute, and eventually, if it never came back... Yeah, their state rolled back, they're saying. Several of us were stuck in the same time earlier. Only 2 of us had seen reported a rollback. My quick bars reverted. Traits and quests. I only had a small quest state rollback. Nothing major. So, I'm going to log out this character and log back in. But yeah, if you're talking to King the Golden and suggesting that maybe listening to the Band of the Valar would be a good idea, and if you're going to show up, ask him permission, and, you know, bring along some nice snacks, maybe an undying land warming gift. But to just show up and set foot and go, ha ha, you find out that, you know, Eruz is not that big on that. And he erases you. He sinks your island. It was probably a tactical error on his part. Let's go with that. Tactical error. I am relaunching. Give me a minute here. Doop-de-doo. So we have had our first crash. And that was the same old bug that has bit me in the past, and I was kind of hoping would be fixed. So that's a little disappointing. The performance has been good. He thought he was Arendelle the Mariner and figured he wouldn't get whooped. Well, you know, maybe if he'd brought a welcoming gift of a Silmaril, they would have had a different opinion. By the way, your lore knowledge, impressive. Gil-galad was an elven king. Of him the harpers sadly sing. The last whose realm was fair and free. Between the mountains and the sea. This is pretty much where I froze up, so. Always nice seeing another lore nerd. My guess is that your lore is probably more up to date than mine. My rate of reading the Lord of the Rings per year has descended. I feel shame.
Greetings, traveler.
How about back to Thorin's Gate? Yes, I know it's not usually mounted. I'm not mounted anymore. Yeah, I'm sure he's looking, actually. He's probably not dead. He's at the bottom of the ocean, looking for the lost Silmaril. The Valar were very kind. After the first and second age, and now the third age, they've finally given him a little colander he can use to scoop the muck at the bottom and shake it out and see if it happens to find the Silmaril. It'll help. I myself have a first edition, first printing of the Silmarillion. One of the few cases where it helps to be old. Somewhere I have a banner from the bookstore. A friend's mom worked there, and she nabbed me one of the banners that were hanging, saying the Silmarillion. So in the first season of The Rings of Power, the entire storyline involving Sauron was fucking moronic. And it looks like it gets even stupider in the second season, where now he comes back as the giver of gifts, Anatar. Not too knowledgeable yet, but you did start reading the books. You know, if they had just followed the storyline they were given, and certainly expanded on it, made some changes, alterations, of course, for narrative flow, television, all that. I get that. But to shit out a bad TV show costing that much was amazing. I was expecting bad Tolkien. I wasn't expecting a bad TV show. Lord of the Rings, Silmarillion, Hobbit, also to The Fall of Numenor, Children of Hurin. Children of Hurin is really a good one. Fall of Gondolin. You're picking the highlights. My single biggest issue is the incredible, stupid, unbelievable, ridiculous coincidence. Galadriel is headed for the Undying Lands for the West. Changes her mind, jumps off the boat. I'm fine with this. That's perfectly okay. She comes upon a wrecked ship with some people on it, ends up on the same part of the ship with some dude. She makes a completely unfounded, unreasonable leap that he is the king of the South? East? I can't remember. That never made any sense in the first place. Why she came to that conclusion. Second, why would the king of the South or East or whatever he was be shipwrecked and not want to talk about it? And the one I found incredibly, stupidly not believable at all was that he would turn out to be Sauron. So, Sauron, the most powerful being left in Middle-earth, is on a boat that gets wrecked in the middle of the ocean, stumbles over Galadriel. She mistakes him for the king of the South, which never actually existed. And all of this goes on. The level of coincidence, it makes no logical sense that he should be on a boat, the boat gets wrecked, he's floating out there powerlessly, despite being the most powerful being in the world proper, excluding the West, obviously, stumbling randomly over Galadriel without even trying, fooling her into believing he was some sort of lost king of the South that never existed. Oh my God, it's so stupid.
Well met, friend. Come and
Pull the
stay a
first
moment,
lever.
friend.
Take care with this machine. Oh, okay, the first lever. We've got a lever. Is that not the lever? Where's the lever? All right, where are the levers? The puzzle vault. The vault is across Thorn's Hall to the north and up the stairs. Visually, the Rings of Power, fucking gorgeous. The visual people deserve all the credit in the world because it's incredible. The writing is terrible. The acting is fine. The narrative writing and the dialogue writing, also really bad. What is this supposed to be? Moon, Jewel, Axe, and Sun. Let's see. The axe bites deep before the first light of sun. So the axe goes before the sun. The sun rises after the moon. So the moon and the axe are both before the sun. A jewel may be found in the light of the sun, so after the sun. Before all else, the silvery light of the moon. So, moon. Axe. Moon, axe. Jewels are found only after much hard work. Before all else. So, moon, axe. Moon, axe, jewel, sun. Moon, axe, jewel. No. Okay, reset, please. I have what? I have to go back and get the quest again. Oh my god. In the light of the sun, it means after the sun. But I thought the sun was at the end of the day. We'll go get the quest again. You know, when I saw the very first picture they showed, which was of the two trees,
Come and stay a moment, friend.
I was amazed. It was perfect. That was the first image they showed, was the two trees. in Valinor. And it was flawlessly done. I've never seen a visualization of that was just anywhere near as good. Moon Axe was correct. Jewel may be found in the light. Jewels may be found after much hard work. Only after, so it's not immediately after. Moon. Axe. Sun Jewel. It wasn't a scene. It was a single shot, like at the beginning where we're introduced to Galadriel and her brother. But I saw it as a still. Released, I don't know, 18 months maybe? Before the show launched. Basically, it's a scene where Galadriel's just a little girl. And it's just perfect.
At your service and your...
This one. It was a bigger picture than this. I'm going to put it here on YouTube. Oh, that's okay. I think I can enter text there. Create a channel to join the chat. No, I can't join the chat. I can't join the chat. If you do a Rings of Power 2 Trees Google, the first one on Collider, or the next one on We Got This Covered, we'll show you the We Got This Covered is the bigger picture. Which has a picture of a city and in the distance the 2 trees. Let's see. We have our first amulet, I think. Neck item. No, we'd rather have the helm, I think. No, we would not rather have the helm. The helm we've got is better. We'll take that. And that had a nice chunk of rep, which is always welcome. No, I see. You've got to be able to separate yourself from the bad and appreciate the good. And the visual stuff in the series is fucking amazing. So, like, that one picture is still going to be my fondest memory of anything I've seen in the show. Because it was perfect.
Greetings.
Oh, we've got more gift for the new wanderer. That's the level 8. Level 9. Level 10. Did it end at level 10? I guess it did. No, we've got more stuff. Let's see. Second Watcher, Bree. Outside Raft Tarag, yeah. Bree. Those are the crafting missions. We can remove the crafting missions from the tracker for now. Alright, Raft Tarag. Gondaman still not cooled down. It was like the first publicity shot they ever released for the show. And I I was still expecting bad Tolkien, but it gave me hope for a bit. Didn't last, because, well, obviously it's not going to last.
What do you need?
Back to Gondaman. Now, there were some things that were obvious. Because they need to appeal to the Lord of the Rings fans, they had to have figures, characters that people would recognize. So you're going to have Elrond, which is appropriate. He's Gil-galad's herald. You're going to have Galadriel. Somehow, even though they don't appear, in fact, specifically don't appear in history, you're going to have hobbits. Had to appear. So all of this stuff was unsurprising to me. Afraid of watching the Lord of the Rings movies? You feel like you won't enjoy it as much after reading the books? God, they were amazing. Well, certainly I feel the best. You'll note over my shoulder here, right there is a poster for Fellowship, signed by Gandalf himself, Ian McKellen. I think that one I only have like a couple of minor quibbles with. I think the first movie is great. 3 types of hobbits existed, just, yeah, well, they're not part of history, and here they're an important, significant part of history. And in essence, they chose to make sure they weren't part of history. But regardless, they were definitely going to have to play a part, and they found an acceptable approach with they're the ones who first kind of, befriend Gandalf, thereby explaining Gandalf and his long-term affection for hobbits. I'm okay with that. I just, because it was so necessary, I have a little bit of distaste for it. Generally speaking, The Two Towers and Return of the King are very good. It is worth watching, I would say, if you enjoyed the books. Go in aware that there are some things that will make you go, what? But generally, he treats the books respectfully, as does the game. He makes some decisions I definitely wouldn't have made. Dwarves at Helm's Deep. Elves at Helm's Deep. What the fuck? That would be the single biggest what that I can think of in the game, in the movies. Well, Gandalf came in the Third Age, but he may have been there earlier and returned. For instance, after the Balrog fight, he is returned, having died, in essence, and doesn't really have a lot of memory of who he was, of the things in the world he does, but who he was, he doesn't really remember very well. So it's certainly possible he was around in the First and Second Ages as well. All right, down here we go. We've got a couple of quests down there, or at least one. Yeah, one. But it's part of the prologue. Oh, you watched the movies. Afraid of a rewatch. Okay. Well, again, it's a case of you've got to be able to separate yourself. Enjoy the things that are perfect in it, and there are a bunch. And acknowledge that a lot of changes had to be made because it's a movie, and a movie is different. And that some of them you'll hate, but some of them you'll be fine with. For instance, a lot of people complained about, huge flex about the signed poster. Thank you. Yeah. Definitely was working on that. Can't find a full-size Return of the King billboard poster. No, it was definitely an intentional flex. Look at that. Look at that. I won it in a contest by answering questions about the Lord of the Rings at Burger King. Okay? I have now unflexed. A lot of people complained about the absence of Bombadil from the movies. Bombadil, as cool as it would be, especially the Barrow Wights, would love to have seen that. It's not a good, important part of the narrative. It's a complete side trip and really has absolutely nothing to do with anything except maybe the fact that Mary's dagger, short sword, whatever, was made in Westerness, I think, and so would have further reason as to why it might puncture the spells of the Witch King. But that's a stretch. Nothing in Bombadil was necessary for the story, and even with 3 hours, you've got to cut corners. A similar thing about the cleansing of the Shire, you know? Just about to mention the sword. Yeah, probably the Last King's sword. You know, so you could find reasons to put it in, but I think there are a lot more reasons to not put it in. It's a complete detour, and it's a half an hour worth of movie in a movie that was already, at least for commercial purposes, a little bit too long. Not for my purposes, obviously. I have the extended editions.
Greetings, traveler.
I have to defeat goblins, and also goblins.
Greetings, traveler.
And Gazrip.
Will you stay a moment? Greetings,
Cave
traveler.
claws.
Will you stay a moment?
And spooters.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Well, a silver deposit. I don't have. Journeyman Prospector. That'll have to be them. I'm going to take out my anger and fury on these foul milk guys then. The Scouring of the Shire wouldn't have worked in the movie. There's too many endings in Return. I would agree with that. And the fact is, basically, having a part of the story where they return as superheroes is a little bit not in keeping with the fact that they're just regular hobbits who have become heroic in their actions but aren't heroes, so to speak. Part of the thing that makes them special is that they're kind of not special, if that makes sense. Eat fists. I need one more milk eye. That's 9 of them. I think that's enough milk eyes. I understand it's a very common complaint that that the movies had, too many endings. I'm not sure it's one I agree with, but I can certainly understand.
Greetings, traveler.
Blue Crag Gobbies. Pardon me, sir. May I introduce you to my fists? Enmity of the Gobbies. I mean, who doesn't like beating the living crap out of some gobbies, you know? Totally deserving of some crap beating. probably shouldn't go this way. I should probably go the other way because there's a boss we need to beat. And if we need to beat the boss, we're going to have to fight our way into the boss. So it would probably be better to start fighting our way in towards the boss. Oh, that was how I killed the first wraith I ran into. I kited him back into purple difficulty bosses. Guards, purple difficulty guards who kicked his ass because they're like level 150. The level 13 wraith had, well, he had no better of a chance than I did against him. Worse. Goblins, goblins, kill me goblins. Yeah, we've got bad news for you, lads. Yeah. Whoops. No. Those are elite. Time to run. We do not want to fight elites. I mean, we could probably, well, we could probably beat him. Can't beat 2. 2 is too many, in my personal opinion. They have run off. I had forgotten there was an elite area around here. Guide them to Farmer Maggot. He'll send the dogs. Yep. Unless maybe it's the 9. That would be a tough sell, even for the dogs. Dogs, we all, man, I love you, but, pass. I don't remember. Maybe the boss is up in the elite area? Doesn't look like it. No, he should be down here. I had forgotten there was... Oh, somebody's got a wraith. All right, he's kiting. I'm going to help. He can kite them. I can't do that. So I guess a kiter will have, obviously, a better chance of surviving. Whereas me, a person who fights for an honest living... Can't grab that. None of the rest of the stuff is... There's no other grabbables in here. That's a node, but I can't access it. We did not get the name... Oh, there's Gazrip right there. Hi, Guzzy. How you doing, Guzzy? Oh, I've defeated Gazrip. And you know what? He totally deserved it. I had completely forgotten about the elite area up there. Guess I haven't fought my way through the dwarf starting zone for a while.
I am at your service.
let's see, which of these can... that's not as good. Always choose the one worth the most if you're going to sell it. I need 3 more ranged gobbies. Damn it. Well, that's a spooter. And another spooter. Alright. I'm going to kill some spooters. But what we're really going to kill is some ranged gobbies. Die! Stinger. We need one more. Goblin Slayer advanced. New deed, Slayer of Arid Luin. That's a stinger. I hope he doesn't actually have like a stinger missile, because that'd be bad. You gonna aggro on me? Nope. Didn't notice. Did a player walk by while I was sneaking? Oh, we got another. Yep, apparently they did, because they're fighting over there. Deed completed. Defeat goblins in the Arid Luin. New deed bestowed. Like Advanced Goblin Slayer or something like that. And 10 LotRO points. That's like a dime, guys. Talk to Langlass. Right. Well, where's Langlass? Langlass, then. Over where? Oh my god, he's all the way back. At the damn Hunter's Lodge. Old school MMOs. Man, there's a lot of running back and forth. Not something I miss. Well, it's not just old school, I guess, because my biggest single complaint... Watcher points? Aha, I barely know her. My biggest complaint about the latest expansion of... I had 2, basically. Of Corsairs of Umbar. First, it takes you forever to get to Corsairs of Umbar, because all this earlier quest stuff that's through old terrain, so basically just retasking of old terrain.
I am at your service.
And the amount of back and forth where you have quests that send you back and forth between distant locations was just total and utter bullshit. It made the expansion into an incredible drudgery. Just awful. As if they're trying to just extend the amount of time it takes people to complete the content. Dude, if you're not happy with the quality of your content, making people play it for longer does not make them think better of it. It makes them bored and aggravated. And that's what it did for me. I am not worried about defeating spiders in Rath Taraig. I imagine that's not going to happen. The hard tack of Thorn's Hall event has ended. I don't even know what that is. I have to admit. I'm not ashamed to admit the things that I know that I don't know. Hey. No, that I don't. Yeah, that's right. All right, Langlass. At long last, we caught up with him.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Talk to Langlash and defeat Skorgrim. Ooh, I hope. Here we go again. It's a toss-up. Are we going to run into
Greetings.
a wraith spawn? If so, I
The
probably
combined
die.
forces of Lord Dwalin of Thorin's Hall and Duran Gur
Aid
Whitethorn of
Awerthal.
Dwyn prepare to march upon the goblin army of Rath Tarag.
Let us go. All right, Awerthal. Wait, we have Averthal and Athal. They have the same letters in their names. This guy just has a vor. We have Athal and Averthal. That's cute. That's adorable. They're like brothers, like twins. Exactly, not at all confusing. And I'm sorry you came up with that instead of me. No. If I'm envious of a bad joke, maybe it's not a bad joke. We have Guilefin and an elf champion. I will throw an empty beer mug at him. What can I say? It's my default value. Well, my default value actually is having an empty beer mug. Because to have an empty beer mug, it means you've had beer. It would be rude to throw somebody else's empty beer mug. The Longbeard champion is running away from something. Matthew Stouthand is in trouble. He needs your aid. Lead the way, Master Dwarf, and we will follow. You tell him, Avorthal. Longbeard champion. Wait, does that mean his beard is excessively long, and he's a champion of having a long beard? That'd be pretty cool. As a guy who has a pretty minor beard himself. Oh, pardon me, sir. Could you not? Thank you. Uh-oh. Everyone, please attack the Wraith first. All right, the Wraith first. They're not doing much damage to him. Oh. But you guys do more damage. You're doing nothing to him. Alright, everyone attack the Wraith, please. The only thing attacking him is the Longbeard champion. Everyone else is just standing around. Let us rest a while. Yeah, why don't you guys just rest a while? The Longbeard champion is about to croak.
Stay a moment.
Alright, now Avorthal's fighting him. I've got to let Avorthal take some damage for a bit. And then I'll wade in on the Shadow Wraith myself and hope to finish him. But I will, take some buff stuff. I'm gonna let Avorthal keep at it until like Avorthal's at like 250 or so. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna die. This is something they need to get out of the game. We can't have the wraiths appearing in storyline quests. That's just not good. I mean, if I had heals, I would be healing Averthal, and this would be easy. If I was ranged, I could kite the thing, and it would be easy, but for melee characters, it's pretty good. I'm going in, guys. Alright, we got it. Hope we don't get another one. Not moving. Why? Oh, God. Rooted. That's another level for me. Averthal, you idiot. I'm now level 15, by the way. Averthal decides to wait and think about things a little bit while he stands in the fire. Kinds of notifications. I'm important. The goblins have captured a woman. Father led some elves and dwarves. Yes, blah, 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 blah. Let us rest for a moment before proceeding. Deed bestowed. Deed completed. There and Bree again. No, I haven't been to Bree yet, guys. What the hell? Bree Seeker. Another 5 LotRO points. Alright, Averthal, let's go.
The shadow must fall.
The shadow must fall. Well, I let you fight the Wraith until it was half dead. That wasn't enough? He is such a whiner. Where are we going? We're going this way. More goblins. I have completed Enmity of the Goblins. They don't like that I beat them up like regular and stuff. Now I guess the Wraiths are less of a problem for a character with heals, or even a character with range, but I got neither. Oh, it's Sarah Oakheart. We all love Sarah Oakheart. All of us LotRO players, she's just the best. I'm totally lying. We detest her. Enmity of the Goblins. And 5 more LotRO points. It's a trap! Not much of a trap. There's 2 of them. I mean, I hope there are more than 2. Oh, is it Skorgrim? It's Skorgrim Dalrand. Hold, my friends. This has been an amusing exercise, but now it is over. Ered Luin is weak, and that is enough. I have business now in Breeland. War is coming, and soon all of Middle-earth shall burn. You are defeated, Skorgrim. The dwarves and elves stand against you. Now you can kill them. Our fight is not yet at its end. Oh, another wave. However, shall we survive? We'll be fine unless another goddamn race shows up. Our fight is not yet at its end. You just said that when we had a second wave, so I'm not really surprised. Is our fight now at an end? No. We've got a sapper over there. Father, how badly are you hurt? I'm hurt very well. So well it's going to kill me. Finish now. Travel.
Saruman's treachery has delayed me too long.
It's always loud.
I can only hope that Frodo
Games
and
that
Sam have
don't
left
have
the Shire.
sound tuned.
Without my
The
aid,
cinematics
their
are
road will be a
just-
perilous one. Frodo must rely upon the Rangers and your prowess to
What's
see
the
him
point
to
of
the
having a
end.
volume slider if you don't pay attention to it? Alright, we're back at Thrassy's Lodge.
What do you need?
What do I need? Well, we got some light pants. Sorry, I have medium pants already. We have medium armor. Not as good as what we currently have. Thank you, though. We have a wrist item. That's not really as good as what we already have. And we have Bane of the Dour Hands, which we can sell for more than any of the rest of the things, so that's what we take.
Would you do something for me?
I don't know. It depends on the thing. I make no promises, sir. We just met. All right, we can remove that from the tracker. We have Bree, and Bree. I guess we're going to go to someplace called Bree?
Greetings, traveler.
We can reach Dweilon. From Dweilon we can get directly to Bree. But I haven't been to Dweilon, so the only way I could get there would be by spending a mithril coin. Withological. Sorry. The old eyes are going. Withological has followed. I have a spiel for that. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Hi. It's where the cheese comes from. Dweilon. You don't get the reference? I've been out referenced. Breeland. Got it. There we go. Yes, it's where the runny cheese that smells like feet comes from. You were entirely correct. Interesting. That is a very rare thing. Your message with a logical... I'm just Lens, is what I go by. Showed up in the stream chat. For the Twitch. It did not show up at all in the restream chat. That's the second time I have seen that. I'm glad I picked up on it. Yeah, I just go by Lens. Hope your Friday's going well. I hope your weekend goes even better. Now it showed up. This time it showed up. Restream is like that for you as well sometimes, and Lens sounds good. Yeah, this time you showed up. It's going reasonably well. I'm enjoying the new server. We did have one of the old-fashioned crashes where the client hung. and died. I had hoped that we wouldn't be seeing those any longer.
Well met, friend.
Guess that's not going to be the case. The wraiths that are appearing are iffy, but other than that, yeah, the new servers seem good. And that's one problem I've had. That's not bad. Just so you know, I am a variety streamer, so I play shitloads of different games. But with the new servers, I'm going to be playing LotRO for a bit now. On the 20th, we've got the new Guild Wars 2 expansion, which means I won't be playing the WoW expansion 2 days later, despite having already purchased it. I'll play it sometime in the future after that. I've actually played 4 games today, but only streamed 1. I will be streaming again this evening in about 3 hours' time. Played this in over a decade. WoW brings back memories. Yeah, they've got new servers. They have finished their work on a 64-bit server application. So everything should run smoother, and we shouldn't have the crashes, but I did get one of the crashes. So maybe that is entirely a client crash. But my understanding was it was a server issue. Probably a desync with the client. And they started up 2 new servers. A new European server, and there hasn't been a server in Europe for years. And then this one on the new server infrastructure. Sort of to check it out and make sure the server works before they move all the other logical servers over. And they have a new event here as well. They brought some quests back, but the new event is randomly wraiths will spawn and attack you. They're difficult for a melee character, actually, to fight. A pure melee character like a brawler, which is what I'm playing. Oh yeah, they're up to level 150 now. The last expansion was Corsairs of Umbar. We've gone... Minas Tirith is a masterpiece. It is an absolutely spectacular implementation. It's the best architectural work I've ever seen in a game. Now, the visual quality obviously isn't as high as a lot of the other games, but the quality of the visuals it's just amazing. So yeah, they've continued to update even after Mordor. Mordor was about level 105, I think, thereabouts. And they've continued to roll out expansions that, in the narrative, take place after the fall of Sauron. Oh, I didn't need to pop off there just yet. Yeah, the game is live, still getting played, has good numbers of players, still getting developed. The team is relatively small. And I am about to head off to Bree for the very first time on this character. So yeah, new servers, new server software. And here we are in Bree. Bree also got completely relaid out.
What can I do for you?
So you may not recognize parts of Bree any longer either. But the sign of the prancing pony hasn't changed. Alright, well I know there's Heathstraw, whatever.
What
Yeah,
do you need?
it's running well. Except for the one hang. It's been great.
Would you do something for
Alright,
me?
2 quests to talk to Butterbur. I also have to talk to the mayor. He may or may not. Used to play on a potato, so the last time you saw it was running at 10 FPS. Yeah. No. My system's okay. It's probably 4 or 5 years old. It would be, being a hobbit would have certainly a couple advantages. Getting drunk would be cheaper.
How can I be of service? Stay a moment.
Maybe not during the Great Plague or the Year of Long Winter. Well, who knows? They lived very solitary lives away from the rest of civilization and everything. They might have been fine. The hobbits might not have had to even concern themselves with such things. Well, we're getting some lag there, but I'm pretty sure that's client side, although I don't know why. Let's see. Level 15, which I am. I can get my last name. I am, in fact, Stone Dome Alebane. That's me, Stone Dome Alebane. Plague hit them quite hard, but they survived. Ah, okay. Well, yeah, that wouldn't have been great then. I don't hear good things historically about plagues. Oh, and it's the first time I've seen this. There we go. Momentarily, I had a sliding pony instead of a riding pony. And we have 2 quests to talk to Barlaam Butterbur. I need to talk to some other people. Those are breadcrumb quests. Strider. Talk to Strider. Yes, this is the way my inventory actually always looks in all games ever. Pretty much just like that. So I am going to call it an early session here. I will be back in 3 hours at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Middle of the night in Europe, early morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Probably for more Lord of the Rings Online. Oh, but I need to take a break for now. I'll get some food, and I'll be back in 3 hours' time. I want to thank you guys for hanging out, as always. I appreciate it very, very much. The chat in particular. Thank you, Aljaz. Back in 3. Hopefully you will see me soon. Okay. About to go start your stream, doing graphic design, offering to create branding, logos, or fellow streamers. A DM you. That is a very appropriate and kind way of putting it. Most of the time, the ads I get from people offering their services are less friendly and less actually interactive. So thank you. I will put you on the list, and if I choose to do so, you will be the first one I call. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I do appreciate it very much. I'm back in about 3 hours. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your Friday and a kick-ass weekend. Required. Complete status reports on my desk Monday morning. Back in 3 hours. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.